right, first and foremost, Luke, congratulations on finishing top of the league, winning 8 out of the 9 games. Let's start with your victory against ANU, though, on Sunday afternoon. How'd you feel that game played out?
Look, we responded to a disappointing result the week before. We spoke about ANU and how they won the last 4 championships and how I believe in most of those times they'd won the final having not finished first in the league. So we saw them as sort of potentially someone that we wanted to knock out while we had the opportunity. Our energy returned. We were hungry. Our passing was good and crisp. And overall, really pleasing some of the goals we scored because we were back to our old selves where we were, being unselfish in our play.
In saying that, though, when you guys fell to Western Molonglo, how'd you feel that one played out just quickly? Like, do you feel like you guys sort of needed to get that, one of those performances out of your system, or?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it is a bit of a cliche that it's good to lose. I don't agree with that. I hate losing. But I did sense it was coming. When you have a run of success, you do stop questioning yourselves, whether it be in, at training or the halftime team talks or post-game. It's easy to just start going into autopilot and not, not focusing on those little things that made you strong in the first place. I wasn't shocked by it. I was disappointed by it. But looking at the performance on Saturday, it was good to see us being able to flick that switch and turn it back on right in time for finals this week.
And winning 8 out of the 9 games, sort of as a coach, how hard is that to sort of do to get that sort of run of form?
Look, I mean, the first couple of games we were feeling our way into the league, and then I suppose it all culminated in that game against Queanbeyan, where their crowd plus a bit of their commentary before the game about the type of style that they play. I think it all just sort of allowed us to really approach the first 5 or 6 games like they were mini grand finals. So in that sense, we just rode the wave of momentum. We were enjoying ourselves. Everything was great. And then we just hit that wall against Woden. But make no mistake, it is a lot of work that goes into it to have that sort of run of form. And the boys deserve a lot of the credit for the way that they've just followed a bit of a process that we tried to implement at training. And, sitting alone at the top is something we're proud of. But it doesn't mean anything come this Saturday.
And how do you feel your players progressed in that time?
Look, there's a core group of players that have been together, which allow us a really great foundation to build on. But if I look at sort of the way, Colby Sears is 17 years old at left back, his first year with the club. Samuel Scarponi at right back, his first year with the club. Danny and Calvin, our 2 visa players, the way that they've not just slotted in, but they've added to it, it's a pleasure to see as the coach. But I think it all just comes down to our club's culture, Matt. And I'm not sure if people know a lot about Yoogali, but we, 65, 66-year-old club. We've got history playing in Canberra, playing in Shepparton, playing away, and there's still a really big influence at our club from players who played in the past. So I guess it's easy to fit in at our team, in our club, because straight away you sort of know that we put the team before the individual, and that's something that was before me, something that I hope is after me as well. And yeah, the players just really respected that and got on board.
And you mentioned sort of the club's culture and its history. What does it mean to the community to finish, to finish top of the league and sort of make the finals in your first year back? What does it mean? And your first year back in Canberra, of course. What does it mean to the club and the community?
Oh, it's massive. From point one is for the players who a lot of them were part of the Riverina Rhino structure and probably felt they didn't get a fair crack of the whip in terms of putting their best foot forward on the field. So for them, they should be super proud in the respect that they've earned by having the results that we've had as a club. I mean, we've been itching for an opportunity, I'd say, for the last nearly a decade to sort of be invited in to a competition with a little bit more prestige than the local competition because we felt that we had more in us. So the club, it's brilliant and it's right where we want to be. So thank you to Canberra for that opportunity. And as a community, well, look, soccer's back. We've got another local team doing quite well in the Wagga competition. So there's an avenue there for players. But now, I guess we've sort of shown that if you are a local soccer player and you want to try to test yourself, then we've got what it takes to sort of really attack NPL 2 and who knows what the future holds. But NPL 1 gives us something to build towards as well. So it's positive all around.
And you guys, of course, play White Eagles in the semi-final this weekend. What's your thoughts on that matchup? It was a pretty high scoring the last time you guys played each other in this competition, 6-4 it was.
Yeah, look, that was very early in our journey. I think you saw some free-flowing football, and what we learnt about White Eagles is that they've got weapons in their side that can hurt you. So you can't even have one flat moment or one weak moment because you'll get punished. I guess there was also talk that they had players missing that time around, and I imagine that they've gotten fitter and they'll be more prepared for us this time. So again, it's obviously trying to learn learn from what we found in the first game, but I expect a totally different opponent on Saturday, and with that in mind, we've just got to focus on what we do well and trust that it'll be enough to get us over the line.
And I just wanted your thoughts on two of the other teams in the semi-finals as well. We'll start with Queanbeyan City.
I see a lot of similarities in the two clubs in regards to, the way that they had a lot of their past players, committee members there at the games. Their crowd support was hostile, but in some ways the boys enjoyed that game, as much as any other because, it's what football's all about, those little rivalries. They were the most intense side we played against. You could sense that genuine hunger. So massive respect to Queanbeyan, and I guess Wagga as well. It's a Riverina derby.
Yeah.
So we respect and admire what they do, especially at junior level. In terms of the structures, it's something we want to aim to become now that we've been given this opportunity in Canberra. And again, to be respected, they're proud. It's their first finals appearance. And considering you've only got to win one game to get into the grand final, well, they're one step away. So massive chance for them. Also, it's just been such a unique year. I think everyone should be buzzing for this weekend.